Hello everyone. Today we will take lecture 6. Lecture 6 we will study in it like lesson 5 and 6 in topic 1 Heart of Algebra. Lecture 6 lesson is called factoring. I think this is it is very important thing in math, factoring. Factoring reversing multiplication. And when you multiply term by term, binomial by binomial, trinomial by binomial, anything, it will be the opposite of factoring. So we have the multiplication, so we will come back to the two brackets, come back the common factor, and so on. There are in SAT math lessons 4 types of factoring. Type 1 by taking greatest common factor, which is denoted by GCF as we know. Reverse the distributive property. This type reverse to distributive property. Okay. Difference of two squares reverse to a minus b times a plus b. Okay. It will be like a squared minus b squared. If we factorize it, we will have a minus b and times a plus b. We will see everything in details. Number 3, by grouping, factoring by grouping, reversed by this, like x squared minus 2 times x plus 3. When you multiply them, there is no like terms, you can combine them. So it will be 4 terms. This type, the shape of the question will be contains 4 terms. Last one, trinomial reverses to like FOIL any two brackets or expand any two brackets or bracket power 2, which is called perfect square. We will start by the first type, factoring by taking common factor, GCF. Look at this expression, 6x cubed minus 12x squared plus 3x. In this case, the first thing for any factoring, you must check is there GCF or not. The common factor like the algebraic term. First, find GCF for the coefficient 3. Look at the numbers and see which number all of the coefficient divisible by this number. So 6, 12, and 3 is divisible by 3. The highest one, take care, the highest one. The highest one, all numbers greatest, like highest one. 6, 12, 3 divisible by 3. This is the greatest number of the which 6, 12, and 3 divisible by 3. Second, look at the letters or variables. So you will take the repeated letters with the lowest power. In this case, you will look at must the letter or variable repeated in each term, and you will take the lowest power. So the GCF in this case overall will be 3x. Then divide each term by 3x and write the answer as in the following form. So when you take 3x common, so the rest will be 2x squared, because 6x cubed divided by 3x is 2x squared. Negative 12x squared divided by 3x also will gives negative 4x, and 3x divided by 3x is 1. So if you make to do check, multiply 3x by the bracket. If you get the original question, so you are right. Because as we said, GCF is the opposite of distributive property or distributive rule. Okay, this is easy, and you must see any factoring question. You must remind first. Don't forget. You must remind first in is there a GCF or not. So example, 2x squared plus 6x minus 12. In this case, there is no variable repeated in each term, so just you will take number only or coefficient. So GCF may be only coefficient, so you will take 2 as a common factor and write the rest inside the parentheses, x squared plus 3x minus 6, because you divide each term by 2. Second one, x squared minus 5x. You can take variable only or letter. So you can take x because the lowest power is x power 1. So take x and write the rest inside the parentheses, x minus 5. take care if you want to make check, multiply x times x is x squared, negative 5 times x will be negative 5x. So give the original question. Also, if the variable has negative sign, you must take like negative common. Negative common means negative 1. But you can't neglect 1, so write negative only and open bracket. So switch the two terms, so like x minus 3, because if you distribute negative inside the parentheses, you will get 3 minus x also. Take care. When you decide to factor an expression, then check if there is a common factor or not, as we said many times today. The common factor may be helped us in some question like this. If 2x squared minus 4x over 2x equals what? 3. So first of all, you will take 2x common factor. When you take 2x common factor, the solution, take 2x as a GCF from numerator. So 2x times x minus 2 over 2x, cross out 2x with 2x. So equate x minus 2 equals 3 and move to the right hand side by positive sign. So x will be 5. So you must take care from this view. You must see if there is a common factor or not for any algebraic expression. So look at the request, it will be x over 5. So x was 5. 5 divided by 5 will be 1. Second type is famous. It's famous also. Type is called difference of two squares. If we multiply x minus 2 times x plus 2 by normal method like FOIL, so x squared plus 2x minus 2x minus 4. In this case, if the two brackets are the same but different in signs, in the middle sign, I mean, so it will be the middle two terms will be cancelled out. So 2x minus 2x is cancelled out. So the rest is x squared minus 4. So the opposite way, if you have x squared minus 4, you must make it like difference of two squares, like x 4 will be 2 times 2, one sign negative and the other positive, or one first positive or the second negative, the same. X squared minus 9, it will be x minus 3 times x plus 3. For x squared minus 9, it will be 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 3. Take care, x squared plus 4 has no factoring. This is called the prime. It's still itself at all. So there is no factoring for x squared plus 4. But x squared minus 4, you can factorize it. Also take care, you can take GCF first before you make difference to squares. So 2x squared minus 50. First take greatest common factor, so will be 2x squared minus 25. So you still not finished until now. So complete the factoring inside the parentheses. So write 2x minus 5 and x plus 5. So when you take GCF, look at inside the parentheses, maybe you will complete. X cubed minus 16x. If you take x common factor, the rest will be x squared minus 16. Look at this perfect difference of two squares also. So complete the factoring. So x times x minus 4 times x minus plus 4. Third type is called grouping. If we multiply the two brackets, this will be 6x cubed plus 4x squared minus 9x minus 6. So there is no any like terms, so still as itself. Now we want to come back from the right hand side to the left hand side by a new lesson is called factoring. So if there are 4 terms, so you must remind in grouping method. First group each two terms, as you see, both the first two terms inside parentheses and plus in the middle with the second two terms will inside parentheses. Take common factor from each group. So 2x squared will be 3x plus 2, and take negative 3 common factor. Take care, negative 3, not 3, because the two terms inside the second bracket has negative. So take negative 3. So you will have 3x plus 2. So look at the brackets must be the same in this type of to be sure you are right. So the two brackets repeated as itself as the same exactly. So take the bracket as a common factor. So 3x plus 2 times 2x squared minus 3. This is called factoring by grouping. Look at four terms, okay? Put each two terms inside parentheses. Look at the first bracket. So you can take x squared common. So the rest x minus 3. Plus, look at the second bracket. You can take 2 as a common factor. So the rest x minus 3. Look at the two brackets are the same. So take the common bracket x minus 3, so the rest x squared plus 2 times x minus 3. Also, to make it check, you can FOIL them to get the original question. Fourth one, it is the important type is called trinomial, because tri like 3, trinomial. So in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, like quadratic expression as we have studied before. So this quadratic expression. There are two types of trinomial factoring. One of them is called easy case, when a equals 1, when the coefficient of x squared will be 1. Because if you multiply these two brackets, you will get x squared minus x minus 6. Now we want to come back from the right hand side to left hand side. It's called trinomial factoring. The factoring, how to factor x, or to factor x squared minus x minus 6 equals what? First of all, split x squared into x and x in first bracket and x second bracket. It's easy concept. To get the two numbers, their product is 6, because when we FOIL two brackets, we will multiply what times what equals 6. So we remind in two numbers. When you make product, you will get 6. The difference, because the third sign is negative, so when you combine the like terms, you subtract them. So the difference is -1. From where -1 is the coefficient of the middle term. So you will choose 2 and 3, or 3 and 2. So because 2 minus 3 will be -1. So you will put x minus 3 and x plus 2. Different signs, the big number takes the middle sign. This is the method. So you must remind, we want two numbers. Their product is 6 and the difference is 1. So after you choose 3 and 2, look at the last sign of 6. The last sign of 6 is negative. So look at the big number, which is 3, put the middle sign, negative x. This is the middle sign, negative x. So put negative beside 3 and put positive beside 2. This is the method. The big number takes the middle sign. Another example, x squared plus 7x plus 12. In this case, because the last sign is positive, so remind in the two numbers, their product is 12, and their sum, look at, because the third sign is positive, their sum is 7. So you can get the answer by easy way, 3 times 4. So you must write 3 times 4. What about signs? If the last sign is positive, the sign of 12, I mean, so the two signs will be the same like the middle sign. Both signs are the same like the middle sign. Take care, this is an easy method to factorize trinomial. Try to do the following. I think you can, without looking at the right hand side. So third trinomial also, but has hard case in this case, when a not equal to 1. So when you multiply 3x minus 2 times x plus 3, you will get this expression to the right, 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. To factor 3x squared plus 7x minus 6, use AC method. AC, 3 is like A, negative 6, or 6 like C. So A3 and C is negative 6. When you multiply AC, you will get negative 18. So split the middle term into two numbers, their product negative 18, and add up to 7, the middle term. So you must remind, like 3x squared plus 9x minus 2x, because 9 times 2 is 18, and when you combine 9 minus 2 gives the 7, the middle term. So write minus 6 in the last. So now you change it into by grouping, factoring by grouping. Do the same thing. Group each two terms inside parentheses and try to take common factor from each parentheses. So 3x times x plus 3 and negative 2 times x plus 3, and take the repeated bracket as a common factor. So the final answer 3x minus 2 times x plus 3. To check, multiply the right hand side to get the left-hand side. Example 121, like exam style. If x power r squared over x power s squared, this has many powers, as you see, equals x times 50 all power 2, with x greater than 1, and r minus s equals 4. All of this like given. What is the value of r plus s? Don't do scenario, but do one step, any step, but by right way. So when you divide the same base, you must subtract the power. This is the first thing you will do. So subtract the power on x. So x power r squared minus s squared. And multiply 50 by 2 as a property of the exponent. So x power 100. Now equate, this is one side property. So because the same base, you will equate the power by each other. So r squared minus s squared equal 100. Look at the left hand side. We have studied before like difference of two squares. So do r minus s times r plus s equals 100. But the given was r minus s equals 4. So replace r minus s by 4. So 4 times what equals 100. So r plus s will be 25. So answer A. Example 122. The expression this x squared minus 4x minus 5 over x minus 1 all squared minus 4 times x minus 1 is equivalent to what? Look at this depends on factoring. The numerator will be what? Will be x squared, change it into two brackets, x plus 1 over x minus 5. Now you have like common GCF in the denominator because x minus 1 is repeated. So the rest inside the second bracket, x minus 1 minus 4. So combine negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. Look at the last fraction. There are common factor, which is x minus 5. Cross it out, so the rest will be x plus 1 over x minus 1, which is choice C. Lesson exercise 123. Expression this is equivalent to what number? This like adding two fractions. We have studied before. Look at make the same denominator. Look at just change the sign in the middle to make the same denominator because they are equal to each other, but one is negative the other. So make the LCM 2x minus 6 and subtract 3x minus 9. So take common factor 2 in the denominator and take common factor 3 in the numerator. Look at the two brackets the same, cross it out. So it will be 3 over 2, which is D. As normal, test yourself about lesson 5 in topic 1. Now we will study lesson 6, topic 1, also heart of algebra. It's called the quadratic equations. A quadratic equation is an equation in the form also, but equated bit by 0. Like factoring x squared plus bx plus c equals 0, but the extra thing, you equate it by 0 to get the roots or the solutions or x-intercept. Cases of solution, roots, zeros, or x-intercept, all of this like each other. So two solutions, maybe the answer will be two solutions, a one solution or no solution. Look at this graph. You see that the intersection with x-axis at two positions, -2 and 1. Okay, zero product rule when you have two brackets multiplied by each other equal to 0. So either the first bracket will be 0 and equated by 0, you will get x equal 1, and maybe the other bracket x plus 2 equals 0. So the answer will be -2 are the solutions. Case 2, one solution like touch when the curve touch the x-axis as you see in case 2. So in this case will be the same bracket, x minus 2 times x minus 2. When you factor, you will get the same bracket, perfect square. You can write it like x minus 2 all square, the same. So equate the base by 0. So x minus 2 equals 0. So the solution x equal 2 as you see in the graph. Third one, the graph avoid the x-axis, doesn't intersect it at all. So like this question, x squared plus x plus 2 equal 0. This case 3 has no solution because You can't get two numbers when you multiply them, give 2, and the sum is 1, the middle term. So in this case, will be avoid the x-axis. This will be no solution. Types of quadratic equations. You know, x squared equals 25. So just take a square root. Or like x squared minus 25 equals 0, the same. So the answer in each case, positive or negative 5 or 5 or negative 5. Case 2, you can take x common factor as you see. So either x equals 0 or x equals 3. Third one, factorized by trinomial, x plus 7, x minus 2. So the answer is x equals negative 7 or x equals 2. Sometimes need to simplification as this equations. Question number 1, you must distribute x. So x squared minus 3 and get the 4 to the left hand side by opposite sign. So minus 4 equals 0. Factorize normally and get the answer. Also, the second one, make cross multiplication and complete the solution as normal. If alpha and beta, these Greek symbols, are the roots of the equation, this 2y squared equals 3 bracket parentheses y plus 9, find alpha beta. Yani after you solved it and get the two solutions, multiply them. First of all, make simplification and combine all terms in the left hand side. Use AC method as we have studied before. AC equals 54. So we will split the middle term like 6y minus 9y to get negative 3y. So use the grouping factor as you see. So take common factor from each bracket. So you will get two brackets. One of them y plus 3 and the other 2y minus 9 equals 0. So the answer is y equals negative 3 or y equals 9 over 2. So just you multiply them by each other will be negative 27 over 2 or negative 13.5. Example 125. If 4 is a root of x squared minus x minus 9, what is the value of q? Root means when you plug in by 4, the answer gives 0. So just plug in by 4. So will be 16 minus 4 minus q equals 0, then q equals 12. Also, the last thing, exercise for you. But in this case, I'll solve some questions from the exercise. Solving of some question. Question number 1, I'll solve it. The fraction this is not defined when. Not defined means that you will equate the denominator by 0. So x squared plus 4x minus 21, you can factorize it. So x plus 7 and x minus 3 equals 0, then x equal negative 7 or x equals 3. So the answer will be choice C. Question 4, if k equals 7 plus 8 over k, what is the value of k squared plus 64 over k squared? Now, you will squaring both sides. You will squaring both sides. So some teacher must tell you like this idea. So because the request has k squared and over k squared. So by reminding, you can make a squaring for both sides, but combine 8 over k to the left hand side with k. So k minus 8 over k equals 7. Make squaring for both sides. So expand the squaring. So k squared minus 16k plus 64 over k squared equal 49. So this surprise with respect to with you. So look at k squared plus 64 over k squared is a paired. So just move negative 16 to the right hand side by positive. So the answer will be 65, which is D. Try to do this by your hand after the lecture to make practice by yourself. 18 minus 3w over w plus 6 equal w squared over w plus 6. Which of the following represents the sum of the possible solution of this equation? About. Look at, first of all, we do cross multiplication and you will get w squared plus 3w minus 18 equals 0. So factorize it as normal. So w equal negative 6. Negative 6 is rejected because the denominator has w minus 6. It will be 0 in the denominator. So this rejected and w will be 3. So the sum of the only one answer. So the sum of answers will be 3 because it is one answer. x cubed minus 20 x equal x squared. If a and b and c represent the values of x satisfies the equation above, what is the value of a plus b plus c times plus abc plus abc? So combine all terms in the left-hand side and take x as a common factor and factorize by a trinomial. So you have three solutions: x equals 0, x equals -4 and 5. So add them will be 1 and multiply them will be 0. So 1 plus 0 will be 1, which is c. If x squared plus 63x minus 64 equals 0 and p and n are the integers such that p power n equal x, which of them cannot be value of p? First of all, you will factorize. So when you factorize, either x equals 64 or x equal -1. So cubic root of 4, not -4. So the answer will be B. In this equation also, 1 over t minus 2 all power 2 equals 6 plus 1 over t minus 2. If V and Q represent the solutions of the equation above, what is the value of B times Q? And after you solve it, try to get their multiplication. Multiply by t minus 2 all squared for both sides. So left hand side 1 equals 6 times t minus 2 all squared plus t minus 2 when you multiply. Then combine the right term to left hand side and equate it by 0 until you arrive 60 square minus 23t plus 21 equals 0. So factorize it by any way. 2t minus 3 times 3t minus 7 equal to 0. So either t equals 3 over 2 or t 7 over 3. The product will be 7 over 2, which is B. Thank you so much. See you next time. I hope you take information from my lecture today and try to solve the exercise after each lesson. Thank you so much. See you next time. Goodbye.